Ready to begin? Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the meeting of the Human Services Commission. And begin by calling the meeting to order. Okay, can we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And roll call. Everybody here?
I'm here. So we should probably say names out loud because if Sheila hears the, I guess she'll see.
Oh, we can say it. So we can start with Brenda.
Brenda Steele.
Okay.
Joe DeMarco.
Joe Crazy.
Carolyn Derby.
Martin Schwartz.
Cheryl Jones. Gwen Palmer. Loretta J. Mary Ellen Garrett.
Okay. Everybody's here and accounted for. So we're talking about, well, we don't have the March minutes with us. Have we approved the February minutes? Is the question.
I believe we did because we had.
We did last month.
Well, we did, because there was a question, correction, I thought had to be made, you corrected me, if I'm not correct.
Oh,
So I know they were, pretty sure they were.
so well, that would be memorable. So I feel you're right.
Yeah.
New business. Is there anything this is to discuss?
There's not unless we want to try to talk about ideas that people have that they would like to tackle. One was veterans for.
Yeah, and we had talked about that before.
Mhm.
And I know we're looking, we'll probably have information, next month regarding the, Commission on Disabilities and the liaison. We talked about that at the last meeting, and, should have some final, decision made on that, next month. Regarding other things we talked about, like, are there other areas that you feel we should get involved with? Certainly veterans, it's an important area, and you talked about.
Yeah, I tried to get in touch with the new person there, and every time I come, I mean, like pickleball and stuff, they're never there, so what is their name?
Well, Frances is the office manager. She was on vacation for 2 weeks, so if you start with that, it's a few weeks. But typically it's better with an appointment because they have the entire congressional district.
Okay, what's the name of the person?
Frances Royes, Reyes.
Oh, okay, great.
She'd be an office manager, and she would be able to connect you to the actual veteran service officer and all.
Okay, so maybe on the next meeting, I'll have something.
Okay. Okay, good.
I just wanted to establish a contact, and just introduce myself, and if you're interested in establishing something, absolutely not. So,
Okay.
And I have her number, Joe, her number if you want.
oh, great, thank you.
Searching for it.
Also, do we want to have other people as guests? I know we've done that in the past. I mean, I was thinking even the new first selectman, since, we haven't really had an opportunity to have him come here and talk about what he sees, Coral Commission, and future of the town of Fairfield. So are there other people that we could see as being beneficial, coming and speaking to our commission?
Maybe someone in the police department, the new social worker.
Oh, great.
I mean, they had someone from health commission, like,
Larry, Sands, Larry, or anybody like that come on top? We can have it, I mean, we could. And it's good also to have when we have a new, when we have a new, and the ADA compliance officer.
that would be.
And you're thinking of social worker from the police department?
Yeah, I know she's new. I haven't met her, but I heard great things. So,
That'd be great.
Yep.
Any other thoughts? Like some good ones, that's gonna carry us into the.
Yeah, and do you want to try to do that monthly, was it 40,
I mean,
what do you want to do?
I don't feel it might be helpful to invite someone every month that we can think of, an appropriate person to come here to do a presentation.
Great.
As it relates to our commission.
maybe the youth person from Park and Rec that handles the services.
No. I do know that right now that position is open. So hopefully they'll have somebody soon, but yeah, that's good.
And as you think of other individuals that are involved with the town of Fairfield, which you think would be helpful, let us know. It looks like Freddie, you have thought, I can tell.
We could put it on our list as Fairfield Fair, if that session is also, it's been filled yet either.
Can we
But
Okay. And I know there's a new, I don't know if this is relevant or not, but there's a new executive director, CEO of Wolfgang.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to have perhaps, so it's a woman come here and talk about what her thoughts are regarding moving that organization forward and supporting people with disabilities.
Yeah, maybe we have a joint committee.
That would be great. Sure.
So, jumps in.
Putting your, looking ahead, dementia coming down the tracks here. I do have dementia. What are we thinking of as a town? And I know maybe our age-friendly thing, I know we'll be looking about, but is there something else that we're doing as a town, to address some of those issues? Like an early intervention program, some towns have had things like that, even just like once a quarter. Something, because the Alzheimer's Association, although great, they don't really offer a lot of local things. They're just starting to do something on a month, like every 2 months, they're doing an early intervention program. And I know we have the workshops here occasionally, but I think maybe some more education about what's available and through the town for outreach for people, because they're really struggling out there. They're really struggling and they don't know what to do in their term.
Yeah. That's, yeah. And there's also a new program. I think it's a lift program, that's in South Norwalk, but what is it? It's called Lift. Gee, it's new, I'll send
That's another.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. And, I know, Bridges has started something for early intervention, trouble, but I think a lot of people struggling.
Very good. Any other thoughts? And as they come up, let's talk about it and see if we can get people here to represent the various organizations and activities that they're involved in. Okay, moving on to old business. Board of Health, Carolyn indicated that she does not have.
They did not meet this one because of the budget. Usually happens to have to go on the night. It's supposed to be, so I really don't know what to say.
Thank you for the update. And ERP lead friendly, Joe.
Yeah, just, it's been kind of a little bit slower this month, since we last spoke. But, the housing, brief has been meeting a couple of times, and I believe kind of social participation in those three areas have been the first. I think I mentioned last time how transportation is really being worked on and continue to work on. But one thing that, I did want to mention is, I guess the group felt it was time to try to reach out to outside groups, be clergy members or to civic associations, to bring them up to snuff as far as what we're doing, maybe giving more ideas as far as what we could incorporate into the plan. So we started to do that. And I think we plan on. Unfortunately, Barbara isn't here today. Obviously, I've been in contact with her and I've let her know what exactly we do. She's an important contact with clergy. And I have a good contact with you with health.
Yeah, because I'm starting to work on the health with John and Herb right now. So I'm just starting to research all that and whether we blend dementia with that or not. Some towns have done that, some have not. So.
I got the name of somebody who she was a psychiatric nurse at, is it over?
Mhm.
So I can give you all the contacts, Mary Ellen, as far as that goes. But, yeah, I mean, I guess our next meeting, the task force is May 15th, 13th. So if any of you are coming, it's here at 6 o'clock.
Perfect, and you have an update with me on.
So same as housing, we've been meeting with the social participation group and we've been doing some Zoom, really great Zoom meetings from around, the state on information on social isolation, parts of social participation, we have a meeting on Monday with the social participation group, which would be really great. We just hope to, you know, set forth our dates and some of our deadlines and things that we want to get done. So it's going well. Yeah. Yeah, we're excited about it, actually.
So I'm also monitoring the affordable housing. So of course, I left my notes in the car. I did. So it looks like the moratorium is going through. So, and I believe, not from those minutes, but from, because I try to keep up on this a little bit, that means anything in the, if there's something new that is presented, because the moratorium seems to be in the, anything that's not in the pipeline can't be approved for 80-30 feet, it looks like, it's my understanding of how it is. So it looks like we have met that moratorium, so it's gonna go into effect when, I don't know. But
That's like 4 years?
I think it is 4 years, and then that they'll be working on something that's more palatable to the town. You know, not that the work stops, but something that they're looking at. One of the things they're defining are the setbacks, because right now there are no definitions of setbacks. And so they're looking at for a zone, trying to push back the setbacks. So it's interesting to monitor that.
So there's a moratorium, or there will be a moratorium,
It's in the
or any,
pipeline, yeah, for 8-30G.
yeah.
It looks like there's a moratorium there. Yeah,
But again, there's no deadline, no, when that moratorium will expire, or when the.
well, it's, I believe, this is all just up here.
Yeah.
I believe it is 4 years from the time it goes into effect. But in the meantime, you're supposed to be working on something that's more palatable to the town, because a lot of people feel that the way it has been handled thus far, it's been a good, not a good outcome for the town.
Yeah.
As far as how these things are fitting or not fitting in neighborhoods, but something needs.
Although I would think that moratorium could be hurtful, if we're talking about.
I don't know enough about it, but my understanding is a moratorium so they can't like put these 5-story buildings on a sandwich, on a stamp lot, stamp size lot. And that they have, you know, that that's being stopped, is my understanding, because we've hit the threshold. But then you have to keep on looking towards other options, you know, because, you know, senior housing is specifically, it's really in this town, so, yeah, it is interesting.
So, well, thank you for that.
That's fine, you know, again, out of
Yeah.
the minutes. Yeah,
Well, next month you could provide us with some additional.
there you go.
But of course, with the age-friendly thing, the issue is still the forefront.
Mhm.
So, of course, it's not affordable housing, it's their general concept of housing. But I'm sure peaceful will be not 830G or something. Meaningful.
I hope, so, you know, so.
Okay. Let's keep following that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, anything else? We'll move on to department update. You just basically gave it.
Registration will be in May for our next semester of classes, the summer semester of classes. In May, it's, we'll have the Connecticut State legislators here. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and they'll be giving us an update, just various aspects of things happening within that realm, as well as just what's happened in the legislature and session. That is Friday, May 24th at 10. So grab a newsletter on the way out. Would love for you to join us at anything, everything, if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm just getting it done, so all good.
The only other thing for the social services side is the Fairfield Collaborative for Youth Mental Health has a program Wednesday, May 8th, here at 6:30 to 8 with a speaker on positive choices in mental health. She's a young woman who was an influencer and had 350,000 followers and took several giant steps backwards because of the pressure online, the comments online, and she's going to speak about how she kind of built her way back and got the help she needed. It's really fascinating, and that's in the newsletter too.
So, Now, other than in the newsletter, that information is, how is it disseminated to the people in the community?
So,
Website of the news?
so the newsletter is posted every month on the town website under our page. We also send out an email blast every week, every Friday, to almost 4,000 emails. Any new members get added on to there, and if you're a member, you're on, so that as well, and,
So,
it's out there.
great.
Yeah, Brad has worked really hard on the email blast piece of it. It doesn't necessarily look the way you want it to, but it had, there's that new system that you can sign up for, emails. And we didn't have much traction with that, so she worked very hard with the libraries, Mary Madden, who does all that work for the town, and got the old list back and now sends it out to it's like 4,700 or something like that,
Yeah.
emails. Because people were missing it. And I think, if you're not on it, let us know, because I think you were on it before. Sure, pretty sure.
And it comes out on Fridays.
It does, or,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's sometimes from the Bigelow Senior Center.
Yes, so once we had the new platform for the town website, you had to go in, as Julie said, and request to receive it, and we only had 100 people go in over a several month, possibly even almost a year period, which was not good because our whole database was close over like 4,700 people. So now that's back, we're doing it a different way, yes, it doesn't look exactly right like it, but it's out there and the information is in there. So if you don't receive it and would like to, please just send me your email, or you can just send an email that you're not receiving, and I'll add your email so you can receive that.
Okay, great.
Sorry, Bert, did you say that you were able to re-upload those other names?
Yes, Erin now is working very hard with us to do that.
Yeah.
So we're happy about that.
Excellent, thank you. Any other business, legal or otherwise?
I'm thinking before this meeting's over, maybe we should decide on who to have as a speaker.
What's the next meeting or something? Yeah. Would you like to have, of the magic or?
I think the first election.
Yeah.
Well, certainly we can invite him, and then we should have a backup if he.
Yeah, to get his ideas on what he's looking forward to doing in the future in our town.
Yeah, no, I would like to see that.
Yeah, me too. So we'll give him a try, and then if not, maybe Jessica or Sam, so that we'll do the Jessica, Sam.
Sounds great. Anything else?
Just want to thank you for the bike rack. Brenda knows the bike rack outside, and it's been a big hit. People I've noticed.
It's really changed
Thank you.
that. DPW,
Do you write it down?
I don't, but several members do.
I considered writing today.
Yeah,
It's right out front. You're welcome, and let DPW know as well. For us, drops it off.
Sounds good. Anything else? Not, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
Okay.
Great job.
Let's see you all.